Swallowed Star Episode 184. Luo Feng has been targeted by the Machine Clan with 9 million mechanical puppets. He has also become a primary target of the Demon Clan, yet he remains completely unaware. At this moment, somewhere on the Yanji main continent, Luo Feng has just killed a low-level Knight Immortal. After quickly cleaning the battlefield, collecting the spoils, and boarding his spaceship to leave the site, he is now inside the control room. Reclining comfortably on a sofa, Luo Feng feels exceptionally pleased. He reflects on how truly great the Shi Wu wings are. With this treasure, his original Earthling body, which could previously only kill official-level immortals, can now defeat low-level Knight Immortals. Furthermore, his golden horned beast clone is capable of killing even peak Knight Immortals. Crucially, the Shi Wu wings also prevent enemies from sensing his precise strength. When he first arrived on the Yanji main continent after the great battle with the Demon Clan's Knight Immortal, Luo Feng had realized a problem. The continent is filled with powerful experts, and the weakest teams he encountered had at least a Knight Immortal. He knew that if he kept fighting battle after battle, he might one day run into an Emperor-level Immortal, which could very likely provoke an entire race to hunt him down. Faced with this problem, Luo Feng pondered for a moment and soon came up with an idea: the Shi Wu wings. As a treasure, when equipped on the golden horned beast, they conceal its own aura and release a pressure that makes enemies believe it is an Emperor-level immortal. By the same logic, when used on his original Earthling body, they also conceal its aura, and the pressure they release can be disguised as that of a peak Knight. This way, a human at the peak Knight level would seem perfectly normal. After devising this method, Luo Feng immediately put it into practice. While adventuring on the Yanji continent, he made sure his original Earthling body and the golden horned beast would never appear at the same time. If the opponent was below a low-level Knight Immortal, he would let his original Earthling body, merged with the Shi Wu wings, do the fighting. These battles were mainly to hone his blade techniques and study the Clear Moon manual. If the opponent was a high-level Knight Immortal, he would send out the golden horned beast, as this was mainly for killing to accumulate military merits. After all, using the golden horned beast to earn military merits was indeed very efficient. Time flew by, and Luo Feng had been on the Yanji main continent for 3 years. These years were very fulfilling for him. He was either training or fighting, and his strength was constantly improving. In these 3 years, he fought a total of 15 battles, killing 22 alien Knight Immortals and 19 alien official-level Immortals. Most of these kills were thanks to the golden horned beast, while his original Earthling body, relying on the Shi Wu wings, only killed 4 Knight Immortals and 9 official-level Immortals. In addition, over these 3 years, the golden horned beast made a name for itself. Merged with the Shi Wu wings, it had killed several peak Knight Immortals. Therefore, the golden horned beast's reputation spread, and since it always appeared in the form of a silver monster, it gradually earned the nickname Silver Wing King. As for his original Earthling body, it was only considered average on the Yanji continent. However, the Yanji main continent is the 7th battlefield, a Class 2 danger zone. As the saying goes, if you play with fire, you'll get burned. For the past 3 years, Luo Feng had relied on his detector, fighting who he wanted to fight and shielding himself from detection when he didn't. But when an enemy's detection device is more advanced than his, the initiative falls into their hands. One day, Luo Feng was sitting cross-legged in an underground palace, with a sliver of his consciousness connected to the virtual universe, Black Dragon Mountain Island, 9-Star Bay. In the private theater of Luo Feng's mansion, located in the virtual universe's Black Dragon Mountain Island, 9-Star Bay, Luo Feng and Su Xian were nestled together, watching the huge screen before them. Su Xian whispered, "This is so much better than the movies on Earth." Luo Feng smiled. In the universe, he explained, there are so many talents dedicated to creating films and shows. Whether it's the plot, dialogue, or the various virtual technologies, everything is spectacular. Watching them is naturally a thrilling experience. As the couple chatted quietly, Luo Feng's expression suddenly changed. He uttered. Su Xian, who was leaning on his shoulder, looked up and asked, "What's wrong?" Luo Feng smiled apologetically. "I'm sorry, One. I have to go." With that, his entire being vanished into thin air, instantly returning to reality. Meanwhile, 9 beams of light suddenly descended with devastating force, piercing through the thick rock strata of the ground and blasting all the way down to Luo Feng's underground palace. Under the brutally powerful attack, the palace was instantly shattered, and even the fabric of space cracked under the fierce assault, sweeping massive amounts of debris into the spatial turbulence. As the 9 light beams struck, Luo Feng was jolted back to his senses. He immediately shot to his feet, his entire body quickly enveloped by black battle armor. At the same time, a golden shield, the beast god armament, appeared in his hand. With a boom, Luo Feng burst through the rock layers to the surface. He looked up and was startled. In every direction, 9 pyramid-shaped spaceships were hovering. The 9 light beams from before had been fired from these machine clan ships. Luo Feng frowned. "Babata, the detector," he commanded. "Can it detect the 9 machine clan ships in the distance?"
Babata's voice rang out.
"Luo Feng, the detector can't find any targets. We must be completely jammed. The enemy has a more advanced detector than ours. You must be extremely careful. Their strength might be at the level of a peak emperor immortal." Luo Feng was inwardly shocked. Just from the 9 pyramid ships, especially the energy shields on their surfaces, he could feel that each was far more expensive than his own Yun Mo planet ship. He finally felt the pain of having a detector inferior to his enemies. In the past, it was always him who toyed with other alien experts, always holding the initiative to fight or flee. Now, the tables had completely turned, and the initiative was in the enemy's grasp. So, he immediately turned into a streak of light and fled. At the same time, several million kilometers away, a peak knight immortal of the machine clan named Ci Wei Ka was watching the scene with great interest from inside his ship's control room. "Haha, the little fellow thinks he can escape," he sneered. "If it weren't for the high-end detector my master gave me, I wouldn't have even found you. A mere human sector lord, daring to come to the Yen-Ji continent. How interesting." Then, Ci Wei Ka gave the order, "Attack." The 9 pyramid ships, which had been motionless, suddenly split open at the bottom, revealing hatchways hundreds of meters wide. Streams of black mechanical puppets shot out from the hatches like lightning, resembling a swarm of countless locusts. In the blink of an eye, each pyramid ship had released nearly 1,000,000 of them. Looking at the sky-blotting, dense swarm of black mechanical puppets pouring out of the 9 pyramid ships, Luo Feng was stunned.
9 millions. 9 millions F9, grade mécanical puppet.
Every single one is forged from the F9 grade metal, hegumenium. Even with cost-saving measures, one F9 grade mechanical puppet costs 10 mixed elements. 9 million of them would be 90 million mixed elements. To spend such a colossal fortune to buy such a massive number of mechanical puppets. This
is too extravagant, too wasteful.
Just who are these people? When Luo Feng previously saw the enemy casually release 9 million F9 grade mechanical puppets, he was completely stunned. However, these millions of mechanical puppets paid no mind to his expression. Instantly, the million puppets closest to him simultaneously gathered energy in their chests, converging 1,000,000 beams of light into one giant beam that shot towards Luo Feng. In response, holding his beast god armament, Luo Feng quickly dodged, managing to evade the attack. The 9 formations of mechanical puppets took turns charging their energy beams and attacking in succession. Frustrated, Luo Feng performed 3 consecutive universe shuttles, desperately trying to get close to one of the puppet formations. However, the enemy gave him no chance to approach, as the targeted formation retreated rapidly in unison while the other 8 formations quickly closed in on him. No matter which direction he fled, he remained surrounded by the 9 puppet formations, which took turns firing their energy beams. Luo Feng was like a moving target, forced to constantly raise his beast god armament to defend. Elsewhere in the distance, the machine clan immortal, Ci Wei Ka, who was remotely commanding the battle, muttered in surprise, "He actually managed to block my second wave of collective energy attacks. Each wave of attack is comparable to the full power strike of a peak knight. This human sector lord is truly extraordinary. The golden shield in his hand has withstood so many attacks and is still completely unscathed."
TSK.
He then ordered, "Begin the 3-formation joint attack." However, Luo Feng withstood this attack as well. In response, Ci Wei Ka gave another order, "Activate energy. Initiate flame mode entrapment. Even a peak knight immortal would be trapped, let alone a little fellow like you. Forcing me to expend so much energy, you should be proud." The previously dull-looking mechanical puppets instantly lit up, their surfaces glowing with a dazzling red as if they were on fire. In perfect unison, they all drew the weapons from their backs, some greatswords, some battle blades, some battle axes. Suddenly, the million mechanical puppets in one of the formations fiercely swung their weapons. The flame energy, channeled through their weapons, was quickly converted into red beams of light. From all directions, the beams converged into a net-like shape, shooting directly towards Luo Feng to ensnare him. Feeling the terror of this boundless red light net, Luo Feng's heart pounded. This thing cannot be faced head-on, he thought. Once I'm trapped by it, I'll have no hope of escape. His entire being vanished. At the same time, a giant silver-winged monster appeared out of thin air in the sky. This scene caused Ci Wei Ka's expression to change from his remote command post.
Silver Wing King.
Is this Silver Wing King his bodyguard? Or is he a puppet controlled by the Silver Wing King? He wondered, frowning slightly. A human sector lord who can resist the collective attack of a mechanical army is definitely a super genius among humans. It's impossible for him to be someone else's puppet. It's more likely the Silver Wing King is his bodyguard. To have the Silver Wing King as a bodyguard, this human sector lord's background must be astonishing, and the treasures and military merits on him must be considerable. He gritted his teeth. I'll risk it. Even if the cost is high, it'll be worth it. Meanwhile, the golden-horned beast, having just appeared high in the vast sky, gave a flap of its wings and easily dodged the entangling web of red light. Then, with its silver wings, it flapped and charged towards one of the formations of a million F9 grade mechanical puppets. That puppet formation immediately began to retreat, while the mechanical puppet legions of the other 8 formations quickly closed in. Before, it was because his original earthling body could never catch up that he had been in such a predicament. But now, having switched to the golden-horned beast, its speed far surpassed that of his original earthling body and was incomparable to the mechanical puppet legions. The giant silver wings instantly crashed into the fleeing formation of a million F9 grade mechanical puppets. The puppets swung their greatswords, battle blades and battle axes, hacking at the golden-horned beast's massive body, but their weapons were simply sent flying as they were knocked away one by one like toys. Under the impact of the Shi Wu wings, the mechanical puppets seemed to lose all their power and plummeted from the sky. Ci Wei Ka, commanding the battle from afar, exclaimed in shock, How is this possible? My top-grade F-class mechanical puppets have extremely stable energy cores. How could they lose so much power from a single hit? It's simply unbelievable. The reason the mechanical puppets lost power was entirely due to the unique spatial power contained within the Shi Wu wings, a power so potent it could even damage the immortal body of an undying.
The golden horned beast let out a triumphant roar.
Vibrating its wings, it once again charged into the mechanical puppet formation. Instantly, a large number of mechanical puppets fell from the sky, all having lost their power. At the same time, the golden-horned beast collected all these powerless puppets, storing them in its world ring. In just a moment, it had confiscated hundreds of thousands of F9 grade mechanical puppets. The remaining mechanical puppets, including the legions from the other 8 formations, fled in panic, flying quickly towards the 9 pyramid ships. Far away in the sky, Ci Wei Ka, sitting in his ship's control room, was furious. Damn it, he seethed. How dare you take so many of my F9 grade mechanical puppets? Silver Wing King is indeed powerful, worthy of an emperor-level immortal. However, Ci Wei Ka's property isn't so easy to take.
Yell'll make you spit all back out. Activate the 9 Annihilation God Kingdom.
Ci Wei Ka ordered through gritted teeth. This was his true trump card. Back when he braved life and death with his master eventually became a super expert of the Machine Clan and created this terrifying set of Machine Clan weapons specifically for him, the 9 Annihilation God Kingdom. At the same time, the flying golden-horned beast came to a stop, its dark golden eyes scanning its surroundings. The countless F9 grade mechanical puppets had already rushed back into the 9 pyramid ships. In the entire sky, aside from the 9 ships hovering in their positions, the golden-horned beast could not find the remotely controlling Machine Clan immortal. This is the first time I've been this frustrated in the outer region battlefields, Luo Feng thought. I can't even find where the enemy is. But I won't let you get away with this. Then its silver wings flapped fiercely, and it charged towards one of the 9 pyramid ships. Just then, the 9 ships simultaneously emitted a dazzling purple light, and their bases split open. A dense, countless stream of purple light flew out from the bases. Following that, the purple light on the surface of the 9 pyramids suddenly intensified, shooting out in all directions and unleashing countless purple beams of light that interconnected with each other at the speed of light. As they connected, some of the purple light beams also wrapped around the golden horned beast. It struggled frantically with its silver wings, severing a large number of the purple beams, but even more wrapped around it. In an instant, the purple light beams emanating from the 9 pyramid ships were completely connected. Boom!
The world transformed.
The original starry sky completely vanished, leaving only a vast, endless purple space. The golden horned beast had fallen into the enemy's 9 annihilation god kingdom. Please give us a like and subscribe, fellow Taoists. Let's continue our chat in the next episode.